What's up guys, Coach MANdler here, Team Swole Patrol. Hey, good news for all you out there tired of seeing my ugly mug on camera. Today I've got a special guest video from my friends over at criticalbench.com. These guys, if you haven't heard of them, are specialists in bodybuilding and powerlifting. They've been able to put together a good program that allows you to get the best of both worlds, both performance and aesthetics. And today what they want to share is their approach to what I call brick shithouse training. Essentially, your training style that's going to allow you to burn fat while also working on your weak points that show up in your squat, bench, and deadlift so you can better fortify those and continue to bring those up, while also maintaining all the size gains that you've been busting your ass for throughout your time training. And they do it through what's called barbell complexes. These are what allow you to burn all that fat and work on the weak points and help you maintain your size so that you don't kind of wither away when you start doing anything that's trying to or geared towards getting ripped up. So without further ado, I'm going to let Chris Wilson, the head trainer over at Critical Bench, take it away with this simple yet very powerful and effective barbell complex routine. Pay attention to not just what he's doing, but the coaching that he's providing throughout so that you can plug in these tips and routine to get some kick-ass results with these barbell complexes.
Barbell complexes are amazing for a number of reasons. For me, number one, I'm not a huge fan of cardio. And I'm sure like most guys who want a certain amount of muscle mass, a certain amount of power, a certain amount of strength, cardio to them is challenging to fit in because it's time consuming. That's what makes barbell complexes so awesome. You're training your muscles explosively, and depending on how you program it, you're elevating your heart rate, you're taking short rest periods, and metabolically you're working very, very smartly. What you see here is just a sampling of how to incorporate a barbell complex. Number one, you want to keep your reps relatively low because you're doing a series of barbell exercises. You're going to have to incorporate the clean. You're going to most likely incorporate a squat, front squat. You could even do back squats. Putting the bar behind you is not as comfortable as just keeping the bar in front with a front squat. And overhead presses, certainly. So again, with your rep counts, you want to try and keep your reps. You'll see me, I'm doing it in a ladder fashion. So it's a great way once you feel like you're warmed up a little bit and you get some decent weight on there, like 135 pounds, kind of where I like to at least stick with. You'll see me go through movements, just doing one rep, one rep per movement, go up to 2 reps per movement, 3 reps per movement. And a lot of times I'll just keep my clean at 1 rep so I can devote, cleans, it can be exhausting when you do them in higher repetition. And since pretty much it's an essential movement in any complex, so you have to get the bar up high, I try to keep my cleans on the low end. And so I can get more out of my front squats, my overhead press, bent over row, things like that. Now, a great exercise to incorporate into a barbell complex would be a kettlebell swing. I love kettlebell swings. I was not good at them initially, but what a swing will do is unlock some explosive power in your hips. When you start to get that snap in your hips and you're getting a lot of, obviously a lot of power through your hips for any of these big lifts, but you're tightening the quads, you're locking the glutes, you're really firing the muscles in your abdominal wall hard, and you need to do all those things in your barbell complex. So the swing, though, would be actually like an active recovery movement that you could use in between your sets. So it works great regardless of how many barbell movements you're doing. If you're just doing a couple, if you're doing 3, if you're doing 4, it really doesn't matter. So you're not kind of standing around for too long in between your sets. After about a minute or so of rest, you go over, you fire out 10 or even up to 15 swings, maybe take another 30-second break, and then go right into your barbell complex. And again, keeping those reps lower in that 3, 4, maybe up to 6 rep range per movement. Obviously, as you try to add on reps, you might have to decrease some weight initially, and then as your strength improves, your power improves a little bit doing these, and you can kind of up the weight again. Love doing this exercise though. I like to try and incorporate it at least once per week. I like to have a kind of a barbell complex workout once per week. You're getting all the muscles of the body. It's everything. It's legs, it's upper body, it's abdominal muscles, it's the whole thing. You're toasting all the muscles of the body at one time. You're just devouring calories, and you're having a lot more fun than just doing your slow go treadmill workout or whatever you would factor in for cardio. This is a great form of cardio for any powerlifter, for any athlete, for anybody again that's interested in building muscle, building strength, increasing power and stuff like that. Obviously it's not you're not going to be going too heavy on these, because the idea of this is to do a lot of reps in the big picture, your overall total number of reps in this workout, and trying to keep your rest periods rather low. So in terms of weight for a good barbell complex, you want to stick with loads that are 50 to 70% of your 1 rep max. If you go too heavy with this type of program or workout, it's kind of defeating the purpose. The whole idea is to have a lot of constant movement, to decrease your rest periods, to keep your heart rate elevated, to be explosive, and to get a lot of reps out of it. And so the idea, if you stick in that 50 to 70% of your 1 rep max, you're going to be able to generate a good amount of power through 3, 4, 5 reps per movement. And again, the ladder method is fantastic. You can start with lower reps for each exercise, and then build off that for each set. You add a rep to each lift, or start with as many reps as you can, and then scale back as you feel like you're starting to fatigue. So maybe you start with 3 or 4 or 5 reps, and then you can decrease as you go. Because you definitely, once your form starts to go, once your technique starts to fall off, then you either gotta cut reps or you gotta cut weight. That's the whole idea of a good barbell complex.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that training routine and the tips that Chris provided and want even more from the team over there at Critical Bench, simply go down to the description area of this video right now and click on their channel to subscribe. Always putting out great content that is very useful for guys wanting to increase their size and strength while maintaining some proper aesthetics that get the ladies all moist. And they put together a cool little gift for you. If you're out there, you're kind of like a muscle nerd, muscle geek like I am, and are looking for different ways to make sure that all the powerful anabolic hormones like testosterone, HGH, IGF-1, the ones that help you get swole, get jacked and ripped, are at high levels while keeping the catabolic ones at low levels, and they put together a very cool free gift for you. Simply go down to the description area again, and if you're wanting to learn more about how you can fortify the anabolic hormones while suppressing the catabolic ones so that you can kind of speed up the process of increasing your size, strength, and improving your aesthetics, then definitely check this out. Like I said, it's completely free of charge. They put it together just for you. So just click down there on the free link, and I can guarantee you, once you start plugging these in along with the barbell complexes, you're going to see some rapid improvements in your size, strength, performance, and overall ability to look good while kicking ass. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler.